All right, so today on Computer TV, we're going to take a look at the SONY VAIO L111FXB. Now, this is a Windows 7 home premium machine. It's got a 1920 by 1080p 24-inch touchscreen LCD. So very, very nice if you're going to leave it in your kitchen or in your family room. It's going to be a family computer. It's very useful. It's good at parties. You can use it as a jukebox and people can just hit next track or next track. It does have a full-on touchscreen. It does support multi-touch as well. So a lot of like the older, like the HP Touch Marks, they didn't have multi-touch. They were just touchscreen. You couldn't do two-finger gestures. This one will let you pinch to zoom on the screen. It'll let you do swipes and all sorts of little multi-touch gestures. So very, very cool product from Sony. And as well as doubling as kind of being your, your DVD player and your Blu-ray player, because it does have a Blu-ray drive in there as well. It's a very nice computer, has a really good specs inside, and you're actually getting a pretty powerful system. So let's talk a little about the specs now. First of all, it's an E5400. That's a Pentium dual-core, 2.7 gigahertz processor. It's got 800 megahertz frontside bus, 2 megabytes of L2 cache, and it's actually pretty decently fast at 2.7 gigahertz. So it is a dual-core. Now to complement that, you have 4 gigabytes of DDR2, which is quite a bit. Windows 7 Home Premium 64 will run on about 1.25 to 1.4 gigabytes of memory, depending on how many programs you have running at the first, when you first started up, but that means you have a lot of leftover memory to run other applications. That means that you can do perhaps some simple gaming on it. You can definitely do some picture editing, maybe some movie editing. Stuff like that is not going to be an issue for this computer with the hardware that it has. Now on top of that, it also has a 320 gigabyte hard drive, and that's going to be the 7200 RPM flavor, so it's going to be fairly quick compared to a 5400 RPM drive. It is the SATA connection interface. Now, what's really cool is that when you move this thing over here to this side, you will notice that you do have a slot-loading Blu-ray player right over here. So that kind of makes this machine turn into basically like a home entertainment system, because not only is it a computer that you can use, you can leave it in your living room, you can touchscreen on it, you can watch Hulu and stuff on it, but you can also play Blu-rays on it, and it will output in 1920 by 1080p. Now, the way that it does that is because it does have very nice integrated graphics. Now, this is featuring NVIDIA's GeForce G210 graphics chipset. It's actually a dedicated graphics card, and it features 512 megabytes of DDR3 memory to be your frame buffer, and that's going to be more than enough to play just about all the current video games. So I'm talking about games like, let's say, Call of Duty 4, maybe the new Modern Warfighter 2, or games like The Sims and World of Warcraft are all going to play with absolutely no problems. They'll play really fast with that G210 chipset. Now, maybe more advanced games will run a little bit slower, but it's still only running 1920 by 1080 resolution, so you might actually get some pretty good gaming performance on a machine like this, and at the cost of this, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, so very cool. Now, let me give you a quick tour. I want to show you everything that comes with now. First of all, you do realize you do get a really, really nice wireless keyboard, really, really nice wireless mouse. The system is Windows 7 Home Premium, so again, it's all touch. You don't really need it. You do have a keyboard at your discretion, so if you ever want to use a keyboard, it's not too hard to pull it out and then type on the keyboard, but if you want to use your regular keyboard and mouse, you can do that as well. Now, on the front, the only things to notice is that you have your wireless, your hard drive activity light, and your power indicator lights up here at the top. You have a wireless webcam over here, and then basically that's pretty much it. On this side, I kind of already showed you, but you do have that Blu-ray drive right there, and that's pretty much all that you're going to see on this side of the computer or the PC. Now, I will flip it over to this side, and over here you do have quite a few things, starting off with a pair of card readers. Now, first of all, the top one is your Sony card reader, so of course it's a Sony machine. They're going to include all their Sony sticks, so if you have a Sony stick or Sony Pro stick memory card, those will work. Then you have your regular SD card slot. You have two Firewire S400, which is the iLink, the small one. Works on a lot of video cameras and a lot of regular cameras from Sony. You have two USB 2.0 ports, and then you have your input and your output for your headset and your microphone, and then a third input right there. That's a line in. Also, just so you guys know, it's also kind of important on the back here, see if you can see it, you do have 1010 Ethernet, and this is actually what I meant to show you, is the SPDIF optical out audio. So if you do want to hook up a surround sound system to this computer, it's not really a big deal to hook up an SPDIF, and you'll transfer multiple channels over one wire to your surround sound speaker system, and therefore this, again, can act sort of like a TV or a entertainment system as far as Blu-rays go. You also have 3 USB 2.0s, and then right over here is the connect button to connect your keyboard and your mouse. Basically, if you want to connect them up when you first get them and you put batteries in them, you're going to hold this button for a few seconds, and then you're going to touch that button, and basically you're going to link. And that's basically it. So very, very simple machine, but it is elegant. It is fast. It does have end-draft wireless, so that's another important feature on it. End-draft wireless is going to get you 300 megabits per second, so that means you're going to stream stuff, even in high def from another computer through your integrated library, which Windows 7 allows you to do. You can also use the 10100/1000 Ethernet, which is also even faster than the nDraft wireless. If you want to plug in an Ethernet cable directly to the back of this thing, you can stream video away from this computer, like this being the host, or you can take it from somewhere else in your home network and basically watch high-def videos from anywhere in your home. They could be on your daughter's computer upstairs, and you can watch them down here through the wireless or through the Ethernet. So it's important that you have nDraft and 10100/1000. And then finally, you do have Bluetooth, which is really cool. If you want to hook up any Bluetooth devices or link it up to your phone, you can do that, and it will let you. So very, very cool. And that's pretty much it. You've seen it mostly. It's a powerful computer. It's got a nice touchscreen. It does have the Blu-ray DROM, has the SPDIF optical out, so you can do audio multi-channel, and it's got all the greatest latest stuff. So Windows 7 Home Premium, x64, and that's it. Pretty good system, dedicated graphics. It is the L111FXB, and if you want to get some more information, feel free to email me, and I'll see you guys next time. If you want to get some more information on the Sony VAIO L111FXB, go to com.pewter.tv and type in Sony L111FXB. For Computer TV, I'm Albert.